But moving on. So last week we covered Lauren Boebert, and she got smoked at her debate with Trisha Calvarese. And Lauren is desperate for some good press, any good press, because she's gotten none. It's the Beetlejuice thing where she was groping the guy at the Beetlejuice musical, which we always have to point out was a matinee with children.
Family-friendly kind of situation we got going on here.
Right. So kind of a big screw up. Then the divorcing her husband, allegedly assaulting her husband, her son getting tagged for a bunch of criminal stuff. She's basically abandoned her son, and he's 18 or 19 with a kid, because girlfriend couldn't get an abortion because mom's anti-abortion congresswoman, right? She's got all that. She's had to carpetbag because she was going to lose in the 3rd district, so she moved to the 4th. And now things are rocky in the 4th district, and it looks like she might lose, even though it's a really red district. That's how toxic she is. And then we had to cover that she's also only got like 2 or 3 points left on her license in Colorado because she's got so many traffic violations. she might get her license revoked. But she's there, and she's going to get this positive press. So what does she decide to do? She decides to go to, I think it's George Washington University in D.C., where the students are protesting the genocide in Gaza. But she wants to support Israel and the genocide in Gaza, so she goes there to basically lambast the kids. Now, I want to remind you, Lauren Boebert got her GED like a month before she joined Congress. So she's never been to college. As people, we went to college, and, when the kids are out there protesting, college kids are mean. They
are.
They can be cruel. And Lauren was not aware of that. And so this is what she was greeted with when she showed up to lambast these college students. They're chanting Beetlejuice when she shows up. And then she tried to speak.
Yeah.
They tried to speak, and they were yelling behind her the whole time, so she couldn't get anything out. Because they were right behind her screaming. So she couldn't say anything to the press. Then there was a Palestinian flag hung on one of the statues. She tried to pull it down and failed. It's all a lawful protest. The school's okay with it. If you went to college, protesting is a part of college. It happens. Frequently. I mean, there was one like every semester when I was in college.
Oh, more than that.
Yeah, it's part of the experience of going to college. But, yeah, that was that.
It was like every Friday, man.
Oh, God, yeah. So, she just was really angry and frustrated, and they booed her, and they were screaming Beetlejuice, and then, of course, when she first arrived, this is what was going on. And if you're a Star Wars fan, you'll appreciate this. This is really funny. So for those of you who don't know, that's the Imperial March. They play that song whenever Darth Vader shows up.
Things are not going well in her world.
She's just such a flaming dumpster fire. Nothing she can do to help herself out at this point. Everything she tries just makes it worse. This was supposed to be her big conservative stand-up, own the libs moment. And she just got heckled by college kids and couldn't handle it. I swear her staff hates her because somebody on her staff, she got what they get what $3 million a year for staff, something like that, in Congress. Somebody on her staff went to college, and I'm sure, and would have been able to tell her, Lauren, I don't think this is a good idea.
So, do these people hire morons for their staff, or do they just not listen to the people advising them? I really can't figure it out.
My guess is it's a combination of both with her, but I swear to God, how could she think that was going to go well?
I don't know, like, maybe she didn't think at all.
I don't think she did.
But why would you think vaping and groping somebody up when you are a congressperson in the middle of a matinee for a show was a good idea too?
Well, and how could you
like
think?
why?
How could you think a theater like that wouldn't have a camera or CCTV?
And how could you think you were a congresswoman doing that and it would go unnoticed?
Right. Well, yeah.
Noticed.
I mean, that's the thing is, she was doing that. I don't think she clearly didn't know she was being filmed, but you'd think you would. I think you just assume that at any time you're probably being filmed if you're a famous person like that. But no, she's an idiot. So that just blew up in her face. So we'll see what she tries next week to try and get her poll numbers up because things are not looking good. But that was I just had to cover that because it was cracking me up. I do like that they had to do the Darth Vader theme going into that. But